Alright, Knights of Apollo, what's up guys? Welcome back to the European battlefield. We are playing Mustache Total War, or also known as Napoleon Total War, and we've got a huge battle today on the grassy flats. We've got a 4v4, and well, there's not many factions in the game. What I was going to say is we pretty much have every faction in this battle, but that's not really saying much in Napoleon Total War, as there's only a handful of factions. So let's go ahead and look at the army comps really quick. Actually, before we jump into the battle, don't forget to like, leave a share. Yeah, leave a share. That's it. Subscribe and hit the bell. Also, there's some links down in the video description. One is to a game store, which supports my channel, and the other one is to Displate, which when you use that link, you will get a discount. So don't miss out there. Also, guys, this battle replay was sent in by Ellington, and he has his own YouTube channel, so that's linked down in the video description. Be sure to check it out. So we've got the Prussians, we have the French, we have the Ottomans, and we have the Swedish, all on one team. So that's one side, and then they are taking on the we've got Denmark. So we have the Danish, we have the Russians, we have the British, and then we have the Portuguese. So that's the other side. So again, we've got a lot of faction. I love how nobody went as the same faction. That is very cool. Now it looks like the battle is going to start first over here near the Ottomans and Sweden, where the Scandinavian factions are about to go toe-to-toe here. Denmark is pushing forward some militia. Look at that. Militia in the front line. We already have some cannonball action ripping through these lines. Look at that, doing some damage. And I think Sweden's trying to kind of panically? They're rushing their 7-pounder howitzer into position. And, oh, the Ottomans are now firing. They got 9-pounder foot artillery. So, yeah, things are getting really spicy on this side. And there we go. Shots open fire. We got Jaegers who are opening fire on the militia. Militia don't want anything to do with that, so they're going to fall back and try to return to the safety of their main army. Not sure what he's trying to accomplish with the militia in the front line. I think he wants to absorb some ammo, maybe use them as cannon fodder. I'm not really sure, but we'll see how that plays out. So yeah, they're still ripping through each other's lines. Russia's moved up a little bit. Russia's now getting hit by the Ottomans. And then we have the French versus British. So we've got a lot of rivals facing up. We got Ottomans, Russians. I don't know too much. My Scandinavian history isn't too great, but I don't know if Denmark ever went toe-to-toe with Sweden. And then we have, of course, the French and British going at it. Prussia and Portugal, I don't believe ever went. I don't know. I gotta catch up on my history, but I don't think so. Anyways, it's just cool to see a couple, mostly in the center here, Russia versus Ottomans, French versus British. Very cool. So yeah, there's a big artillery problem for the Russians. The Russians are gonna go ahead and answer back. They've got 6-pounder horse artillery, and they've got another artillery piece back here. This is the 20-pounder unicorn. Usually we don't see the unicorn because it's not really allowed, but they are trying to blast away the Ottoman artillery, which they are doing some major damage here. Look at this. Oh my goodness. Lots of... Oh, and the ground just healed. The ground turned back to grass. And here comes the unicorn again. Look at this. Oh, they're going for Sweden now. Oh! So that unicorn is going to be quite the problem for the Sweden-Ottoman alliance over here. And then finally, we're getting a bit of a gunfight here between skirmishers. Jaegers taking on the Norwegian ski troops, which are really good. But they need to get in range. It looks like they're just kind of chilling over here. The officer's just like, whatever. Yeah, we're just chilling. No big deal. Just chilling. Oh my god, this is ruthless. All this artillery, you think you're going to see, like, units starting to get aggressive. Because again, Napoleon... You have unlimited ammo, right? And you can't just sit back and just take it. So, yeah, good shots coming in. It looks like the Ottomans are sending over some rifles as well to support Sweden. So it's a slow start to this battle. Lots of artillery trying to soften each other up. British are now firing into the thick lines of the French, where they have a lot of young guard and chasseurs on the battlefield. And same thing over here. We've yet to see anyone really commit to a ferocious fight. Lots of artillery firing, lots of skirmishing, but no line infantry has been committed. That's one thing about Napoleon. Oh, here we go. Here we go. I was just about to say, that's one thing that I notice a lot in Napoleon Total Wars. Players tend to be very defensive. I like to be very aggressive now, whether that be a good thing or a bad thing, depends on the battle. But I hate sitting back in Napoleon because everyone does it. Everyone does it. But Russia, look at Russia here. Pushing up with some musketeers and some Russian Jaegers. And they're going to try to do some damage here. There's a little bit of a slight slope. They can harass some of the line infantry on the edge here for the Ottoman Empire. But yeah, they're definitely closing in. I love to see it. Love to see it. Alright, so the Ottomans are kind of falling back a little bit from their position. The skirmish phase is still going on. Lots of artillery. That unicorn is... oh my god. See, this is why you don't sit against a unicorn. Look at the casualties. These guys are down to 72 men. You gotta be moving. You gotta be a hard target to hit. And look at this. What's going on here? Looks like the Ottomans have sent over some cav to support the French. The French are falling. I'm not going to say that because the comments are going to go wild. You know, as soon as you say the French are falling back, it's like, oh, surrender, monkeys. No. Dang it. No. The French have the finest military record. All right? Get over it. Your country, whatever you like, sucks, okay? I only kid. All right, so the French got the artillery now blasting onto the Portuguese. Portuguese looked like they were going to go in for a Portuguese cav charge, but decide to call it off. I wonder if the French artillery kind of scared them there a little bit. Let's see how this Russian advance is going, though. Let's see, where is it? It's over here. It's kind of going. It looks like they're falling back a tad bit. It's kind of weird to see them kind of move up in waves here. Now let's see how this is going over. Oh, now we're getting somewhere. Finally, Sweden's like, okay, I need to go forward or my army will die to unicorn. Unicorns really do exist. There's Lifeguard, a horse. Going in. Trying to take out the Norwegian ski troops, but they're gonna make it out. Let's see if they keep... ooh. They're probably going to fall back here, but... oh, my God. Yeah, that was a pretty failed attack there. Sweden is now using their Jaegers against the militia of Denmark. The militia is trying to take out these Jaegers, but they're beautiful hats. Beautiful hats. Russia is still pushing forward and back waves of troops. The British UK is moving forward, advancing on the French lines. And we have the Portuguese who is still doing kind of nothing. It looks like they are trying to get some cav going here. But it's like every time they want to make a move, every time you hesitate, you can't be indecisive in Napoleon because if you go for a kill and, yeah. You go for a kill and you kind of stop halfway, then you're gonna get shot at by artillery and muskets. So it's something you gotta be decisive. You gotta make a move here. And there you have it. Some gunfire coming in. Looks like the most intense fighting is over here between the Scandinavian factions. Some lifeguards of foot are making their way towards the front line. And then we have some artillery in the front as well, but they are down to one gun. One gun. Because they're not even using this one for some reason. They're like, nah. Oh. Now are they going to use it? That's it? That's it. He's out of artillery. They're done. Really? They won't use this gun? That's crazy. All right, let's go back over here. The Russians are still advancing. Look at this. They got Russian Jaegers camouflaged into the grass. Back over this way. The British are getting closer and closer to the French lines. It's like the artillery is taking some heavy losses here. Absolutely crazy. We have the Prussian artillery opening fire as well. They've taken a couple casualties. They're down to 2 guns. But nobody's, you know, it's tough in these big team battles to try to make aggressive moves, but somebody's got to make it here. Because we're just going to watch armies slowly disappear from artillery fire. You cannot allow that. And there's tons more pressure on Sweden to make a move because of the unicorn that is just killing their lines. Oh my god. See, this is why often the unicorn is banned from these battles, because they're a little ridiculous. I mean, look at this. Sweden, please. Please. I mean, Sweden looks like he's like out of reserves. Like he's got nothing. I mean, look at Denmark. He's got layers and layers. Sweden's got one long line. I guess he's got some troops over here trying to still fight the militia. The militia still putting up a hell of a fight. Okay, we're seeing some close combat over here, though. Here we go. Russia, accompanied with the British. We got some King's German foot guard, two, and then a King's German light foot. So they're pushing against the Ottomans, which is great to see. Because the Ottomans, it almost seems like they're kind of double teaming the Danish here. A little bit. They're kind of mirroring each other because Russia's over here to help as well. So yeah, Russia's full on going in. I love to see it. I don't know why the British aren't advancing. There they go. I was like, yeah, the British should be helping out. If you can get line infantry close enough to fire at lights, you're going to tear them up. There we go. Oh, these are... Oh, these... Okay. Yeah, Russia needs to advance their infantry. God, the artillery fire is intense. Here we go. This is what I'm talking about. The chasseur. They are going in, baby. So, big old battle. It's getting really spicy. It looks like the French are kind of winning this one so far in terms of the battle between the lights. Over here, quiet. Quiet on the front. Just lots of artillery. Portugal even looks like they push back a little bit. That's fine. If I was facing someone who is falling back, I would turn a lot of my troops and help my teammates against their opponent that they're taking on head on. Oh yeah, look at this. Now it's getting spicy. Now we got ourselves a battle. King German Legion foot. Oh my god, great artillery shot there. Great artillery. Alright, what's happening here? Still getting a little spicy. We got a little bit of a skirmish here. The Norwegian ski troops. They're fresh. They're encouraged. They're supporting army. Are they going to fire, though? There's no snow for them to ski down. We have the Jaegers just opening fire on them. Get them closer. Get them firing. There we go. There goes the Norwegian ski troops. And then back over here, we have the infantry, line infantry, opening fire on the militia. Props to the militia, man. They are making the Swedish pay. I did not expect the militia to be performing so well. All right, let's get back over here. Look at this. Look at this. Now we have the Ottomans charging the British and causing the rifles to fall back in a panic. They're probably going to kill them here. Oh my god, what was that? artillery fires almost point blank. Not really, but close. Trying to take out the cav, and then we have a countercharge by the British to protect, including the general, to protect their artillery. Oh yeah, guys, it's getting spicy. It's getting real spicy. And I'm just gonna say this: the French need to dominate the British. They need to, in order to win this battle, because the allies of the French, Sweden and the Ottomans, are struggling here a little bit. More so the Swedish, because they're just getting ripped apart by that unicorn. The Ottomans look like they're shifting around some troops over here. Got some horsemen kind of going to the flank. And the Swedish are now pushing their men forward. And the Dutch, or not the Dutch, the Danish are going to move up their line infantry. God, every time I say Danish, I think of a Danish, you know? Like the pastry. Makes me hungry. Makes me hungry, but my goodness, the Ottoman cav has been a thorn in the side of the British. The Russians had to send over some cav support to help their lines, and now they're going to countercharge against the French lights, but the line infantry, the young guard, is going to be able to kind of chip away at them and most likely break them. And here comes the Ottomans coming in again with this guard unit, really good cav unit to support the French. Absolutely amazing. So the French have some cav near the Prussians, which is kind of surprising considering that, you know, the French are having to deal with some Russian cav. But he's going to go ahead and move them. Now, I assumed he was going to help the Prussians over here. Which, again, this fight... Oh, my God. A general has died. Oh, the Russian general was sniped by some artillery. He is out of the battle. That is amazing. That is a lucky shot right there. Because I don't know if that was an accident or what. It could have been... It could have been a shot aiming for this artillery, went over and killed the general. Or maybe he was just targeting the general. One thing to note, guys, never put your general near your artillery, because spare rounds or extra rounds will go around and go over and bounce, and they could kill your general. So, one thing I never do is put my general near my artillery, because that is disaster. Oh my God, is this the militia still just giving it to Sweden? That's amazing. They still have 108 men. 108 men. They've been fighting like this whole battle. Man, Danish militia. And here we go. Oh my goodness, the British, their lines are like caving inward because they have to protect their artillery. The French are now pushing. They are now pushing on the British. And now the French, oh, they're going for a charge against the Portuguese, against a depleted unit of cav. Just going to get off the battlefield. It's a smart move. Very nice. And then they're going to push for another line unit here. And that's going to greatly severe the Portuguese. They did not see this coming. And they're having to panic and form square. The cav is going to ride around. Look for an opportunity. It's not there. The French cav should just fall back and then go for the British again. But the British are depleted. They are down to a handful of infantry. Just the French have been really giving it to them. And now we have some horsemen from the Ottomans coming, just being the salt in the wound. Just finishing up some depleted units. And there's another cav unit. Look at this. Yes, yes. The Russians have sent over more cav to support. Lifeguard hussars coming to support. Because look at this. The French have their cav behind the British. The Russians are going to zone them out. Going to prevent them from charging. The French should disengage. I don't think they're strong enough for this. But I think they're just going to go in because they have nowhere to run. Meanwhile, while that's going on, let's see how the fight is going on between... Oh. Wow. Okay, Sweden versus Denmark. Sweden has kind of spearheaded, literally a spearhead here, trying to penetrate through the Dutch lines, or Danish, sorry. But yeah, it's a weird formation from Denmark. It really is. I mean, it's so spread out in thin lines. I don't know what he's doing. I feel like Denmark could easily win this battle if he just pushes. Like, I don't know why he's hanging back so much. Get your line infantry up there. You can outflank him, which it looks like he wanted to, but he stopped. I don't know what's going on. Oh, I guess he's worried about the cat. Oh, this isn't good. They're gonna form square right in time, and they're gonna start blasting them. Line infantry, let's go. All right, let's see how this is going. The French are advancing. The Ottomans are sending over their Janissaries, which is a melee unit. They're going in.
We have killed their generals.
Another general gone. Oh, where was this? What? It must have been the British general. The British are being cleaned up. So, if you're the French, personally, I would go help the Portuguese over the, say, Ottomans, because the Portuguese, just at a quick glance, looks like they have a stronger army, and if you could push over and help them, then you're gonna be looking pretty good. And Portugal, poor Portugal, just constantly being pushed back. And honestly, because Portugal fell back so far, that might be the reason why the British fell so quickly, because their flank was open for crazy flanking maneuvers with cav and, you know, with infantry. So Portugal needs to make his stand. He needs to hold his ground. And here we have it, guys. The last of the British as they are falling to the Chad French. Young Guard just opening fire, and there you go. The British are out of the game. That's our first victim of today. But I have a feeling that Sweden might be next. Sweden might be next as the Dutch finally advance onto the Swedish. And that will balance out this battle. The Dutch. I keep calling them Dutch. The Danish. Sorry. Dyslexic. Both start with D. The Danish, the Denmark, I'll just call them Denmark. Denmark needs to defeat Sweden here to balance out this game, because they just lost their British ally. And the British are a strong faction. To lose them so early is gonna hurt them as a team.
Our men are running, sir.
See, we got some units breaking over here. And the French, once again, harassing the Portuguese with a unit of 5th Regiment of Horse, or Hussars. 5th Hussars. Cleaning them up. Just keep pushing them. But what are the French going to do? No, they're going to help the Ottomans. Or maybe they could help both. Could send a couple units here, a couple units there. Split up the force and help out. Because the Ottomans, I guess the Ottomans looked fairly weak. I don't know what kind of formation the Ottomans are going with here. But their troops are kind of scattered all over the place. It's a bit of a mess, really. And this is probably going to be the last line for Sweden, as they are surrounded. He needs to push these troops up, though. There we go. Yes. That will create some crazy breakage. Look at all the units he's got in reserve. Denmark, defeat Sweden. Get them out of there. At the very least, see, like, I like to go in with overwhelming force. Denmark needs to send up these troops. Help Russia. Defeat Sweden. Denmark, the battle is in your hands, and you need to go. You need to get aggressive, because you're giving Sweden a chance by fighting equal numbers. You overwhelm Sweden. You can beat them. But you're giving them a chance by not sending your entire army. It looks like there's a cav charge here. Nice little charge from Sweden with the Hussars trying to break some of the line infantry here, but it's just not going to happen. Yeah, the pressure is on Denmark, and they need to do something. So it looks like Portugal and Prussia are going to be left alone to fight each other. The French are not going to send over support, which is fine. It looks like Prussia has this in the bag, but you never know. You never know. The Portuguese might pull off a crazy victory here. He's sending up some grenadiers, some militia, and some triadoras, whatever. Some lights. Oh, this guy just fell over from heat exhaustion. I didn't even see a shot towards him. Whatever. But yeah, it's looking rough for Portugal, and that's why I cannot stress this enough. Denmark needs to make a move. Denmark needs to defeat his opponent so he can rush over and help fight the French and the Ottomans. The Russians are about to be double-teamed. About to be double-teamed. The British still have one unit. Look at this. King's German Legion. Oh my god, this is a huge French army. Relatively speaking. Denmark! You must push! So now we got some line infantry about to pop this cav. Not sure why the cav was in range of the muskets. It's a waste of a unit. Denmark, please. Like, you know what Denmark needs to do? He needs to not stretch out his men so much. And he needs to add more units to the front line. I could see the only advantage he's gaining here is saving ammo, I suppose, with the units in the back. But he still has a lot of units here. Lifeguard foot, really good units too. But hey, the longer Sweden exists, the better for his team. Because here comes France. He's got a huge force of Young Guard closing in. Let's go see how the fight is going between Portugal and Prussia. It's going poorly. It's going very poorly. Portugal doing a valiant charge against the line infantry of Prussia, but it doesn't look like it's going to end well. There goes a counter charge by Prussia into the line infantry. Instantly breaks them. And I think that's it from Portugal. That's our next victim, guys. Out of the game. So first we had the British. Now we have Portugal. Which, great allies. Great allies. Another general has gone. And that's the Portuguese general. So they are down to one general. And that's Denmark's general, I believe. This is looking like trouble. Denmark, you got it. There we go. He's finally defeating Sweden. Finally defeating him. It's all coming down to Denmark. It is all coming down. The battle's still fairly even, which is really crazy. I don't know if that's Napoleon just glitching out, but to really see this battle and think of it being even is kind of surreal. Because Russia, I mean, Russia still has some numbers, right? They still got some troops, some musketeers and whatnot. But they lost a lot fighting, you know, the Ottomans and trying to help the British. But yeah, this is a huge wave closing in on the Russians, just closing in on them, and Denmark, of course. But Denmark, you know, they've got to get aggressive and they need to clear out this flank and start pushing on the Ottomans. They've got to push on the Ottomans if they're going to save this battle. So we'll see how this plays out. It looks like we're at a little bit of a slow stage here of the battle. We're just kind of waiting for the French to make a move. I think we're, what, 30 minutes in? Yeah, 30 minutes into the battle. The French are making a move. They're probably also waiting for the Prussians to show up to kind of support them. We'll do some normal speed here because this is not exactly... Oh boy, there we go. So, who will take it? Will it be the Ottomans? Or will it be the French? Way back here, the Prussians are still making their way. You don't want to rush them. You want to make sure you take your time because you don't want them exhausted. But yeah, they are making their way. And then the Russians are full on running to to Denmark, the Danish. So they are full on running, which is smart because now they don't have to worry about a flank closing in, and what's left of Sweden is about 3 units. So basically, you see on the minimap how the lines are forming? That's how it's going to be. That's how it's going to be. And this overwhelming Prussian force, it's scary, guys. It's scary, and I think if Denmark's going to win this, they've got to get aggressive. See, Russia falling back like this, like, these units need to be moving right here. These lifeguard foot need to be moving. You got to be aggressive and start defeating most of the Ottoman forces. Here we go. Here, look at, even Russia's charging in his general. Well, the general died from artillery, but that's perfect. That's what you need to do. Be aggressive. Attack this army before the Prussians show up, because it's just going to be that much more difficult. Now we got some cav kind of looking for a way to attack with the lifeguard of horse, but they just don't go for anything. They're just going to take losses there. And the Russian bodyguard is dead, but that's okay. Like I said, there's no general. It's not a big deal. So we'll see how this plays out. Okay, guys, it looks like the battle is picking up once again, and Denmark is making an aggressive push on the Ottomans. So they're sending up some of their line infantry, but not their entire force once again. Now, I know why the Russians fell back. They fell back because of their artillery. They have artillery, and they still have the unicorns, which I'm sure the unicorns have racked up many, many kills. So I think with that in mind, the French made a big blunder. Big time blunder. You cannot let the Russians fall back like that and use that unicorn. You are going to lose so many troops advancing towards that unicorn. The French should have, like, obviously the French were waiting for the Prussians to show up, but what they should have done is just attack and prevented the Russians from properly setting up their artillery, and they're going to rely on that hardcore to try to win this one. So Denmark and Russia, it's all up to them. And now Denmark is pushing. I think Denmark wants to try to clear out this Ottoman flank, and then he can easily turn on the French-Prussian flank. We'll see, though. Sweden still has some troops over here as well. Line infantry. Half expected these guys to be militia. We have the jetted rifles. And the Ottomans look like they're kind of playing the skirmish game. Hit and run kind of thing. Dragoons going around the flank with Prussia, looking for an opportunity to try to hit that Russian artillery. But it's just not there. Of course, the Russians are going to protect it with their lives. They're not going to let this artillery fall so quickly. Oh, this is going to be brutal. This is going to be brutal. Oh, jeez. Guard seamen getting hit hard. And now we have Prussia rushing over a small core of a force. Lots of skirmishers, a couple line infantry to help out the Ottomans, as Denmark is hitting them hard. Not sure what's going on over here with Denmark. The militia just absorbing shots, I suppose. The Norwegian ski troops. It's moving up. Alright, Denmark's kind of fallen back here a little bit as they realize they can't push too far. And with the Prussians showing up to help, it's definitely going to make it more challenging for them. Alright, the French are going in, baby. Look at this. Chasseurs are pushing up. Ready to have a little bit of a skirmish battle against the Russian Jaegers.
Our men are running, sir.
The artillery has been ruthless. Very, very ruthless. And I think the French know that. They just need to hit them hard. Like, the Prussians need to be going. Like, hit them hard. Hit them on the flank. And the Russians know they've got some lifeguard here protecting the flank using that tree line. But you just got to bring the fight to them. The longer you let that artillery fire, the more likely you are going to lose the battle. So yeah, Denmark and Russia are on defense mode. And these troops need to advance. I mean, I feel like on this side, the Ottomans, Sweden, and a little bit of Prussia are just playing the stalemate game. Just kind of holding a flank to keep the Danish honest. And then the French mixed in with the Prussians are going for the kill. That's what it seems like to me, at least. And here we go. Guard Seamen mixed in with Young Guard. That artillery's gonna give them hell. Let's go ahead and see the Russian point of view. Chasseur moving up. French are attacking this side and taking out what's left of the British. We got 35 men. They're not even British, but they are fighting for Britain. Oh, now they're doing canister shot, guys. Now they're doing canister. Look at this. Look at this move from the Young Guard. This is going to, well, a lot of these men will not become Old Guard. Let's just say that. But they are getting some good shots on the artillery. They just got to keep it up. Oh, the canister shot, though. These guys are so screwed. Let's see, where are they going? They're going for a charge, but there's no way. They took way too many casualties. The French are mostly focusing on the center lines where where Denmark and Russia meet with their line infantry. It's really going to come down to the Prussians to finish up what the French are doing here. There we go. The French broke a unit. They just got to keep that up. And oh, no, 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 no. Don't crash. All right, guys. I think we're right where we left off when the game crashed. So that was pretty painful. It's, you know, Napoleon is one of the worst games to fast forward in because it's just laggy. Anyways, the French are just mindlessly walking forward. I don't know what's happening here. They're getting dangerously close to this line. I don't think they realize that they're just casually walking towards the enemy, and now they're going in for a melee. I was going to say charge, but it wasn't really a charge. So the French is kind of throwing their units at the Russians, and now the Prussians are having to clean up the rest of the mess. Prussia, I mean, I don't know. This is a really, really close game, guys, because I did not expect the French to fall that quickly, to get defeated that quickly. But thankfully, the Ottomans still have some units to help out the Prussians, and now we're at quite a gunfight here. Quite a struggle. We'll see how this plays out. Can the Russians hold out? They've got a really good position for the Unicorn, which is using canister shot. A little too far away, but it's still probably getting some kills here and there. Yeah, it's definitely getting a lot of kills. Oh man, can they hold? Can the Russians hold? Can they do it? Can they do it? The Ottomans are going in for a charge with their Janissaries.
Has used all its ammunition, sir.
Going in for that juicy charge. There we go. Some good shooting here. I like how the Russians are advancing. That is going to help the Prussians there quite a lot. And this Prussian foot guard are going toe-to-toe with the Russian musketeers. And here's a lifeguard. This unit's gonna be a tough one to kill.
Our men are running, sir.
Very elite. Down to the wire, guys. Down to the wire. I hear screaming. Oh my god, a huge Ottoman flanking push! Look at this! The melee comes in to play! And they finish up the fight over... Oh, they can rush... Oh, Denmark's about to crumble.
One of our units
What-
has used all its ammunition, sir.
Oh, their artillery back there. They can't move it because all the cav's dead. Oh my god, just keep pushing. Just keep pushing, Ottomans. This is crazy. This just might be enough. And now Denmark's general is being charged into the fight. And another unit of melee goes in against Denmark. Their line infantry.
We have killed their general.
Oh my god. That is all generals. All generals on that side have died. I don't think a single general has died on the French alliance side. The Prussian side. And now we've got a push here by some musketeers trying to clean up this battle with brute force. Uh-oh. The Prussians are kind of struggling here. Look at this. It's that artillery. It is that nasty artillery. Foot guards are trying to do their best here. Musketeers.
Our men are running, sir.
Musketeers putting down firepower. Now we have the French general going up into the front line. Yeah, go for the artillery. This is huge. He's going for an artillery charge. Here they go. Can they get there? I think they're going to make it because they just fired. They're not going to canister shot this cav unit. This is huge. I can't believe they let this happen. I feel like if the Russians lose their artillery here, it's over. Oh, wow. How does that happen? How are they still able to get off a volley? Oh, my God. They're coming over to shoot the unicorn. That's ridiculous. They turned the guns on their own men. Oh. And the general going in. What a clutch play. There you go, guys. I think that might seal the deal, though the Russians are pushing back the Prussians. But Prussia's forming up their line. Denmark crumbled to the Ottoman melee charge, which was insane. And I think we'll see. You never know. It's so close that it's still anyone's game, but the balance of power is favoring the Prussian side. Woo! This is going to be spicy.
The men are fatigued, sir. Must rest it.
There we go. I think that was the French general. The French general has died, but he did what he needed to do, which was take out that artillery. Now the foot guards are going in. Lifeguard foot, musketeers. Trying to form up, and they could get a good volley onto this blob. The French general returns and distracts the lifeguard. And now here's a charge for the musketeers into the Russian musketeers. I think that's going to be it, guys. I don't think there's any way that the Russians can win this one. So we're going to go ahead and fast forward as we witness the last couple units of Russia put up their stand. And oh, the balance of power kind of shifted a little bit. No, it's okay. It went back. I don't know. The Napoleon balance of power is crazy. Wow, they're actually putting up a stand here. Oh my God, hold on. Why did they...
Victory, sir, is soon to be yours.
Well, we'll see, because the Lifeguard are still putting up a great fight, and then we got a counter charge. Now the Ottomans are going to charge in their general, but the Prussians won over on that other side, so they're going to charge in their extra troops and go for the Lifeguard. There's a rally by one of the generals. We have Denmark with their artillery over there. It's the last stand of these Lifeguard who are putting up a great fight. But it won't be enough. Are you kidding me? Oh my god. Another general down. Oh my god. Are they actually... I keep assuming it's over, but it's not. The Lifeguard are doing fantastic. Yeah, shoot at them. You don't melee them. Shoot them. This is it. This is like what it's down to. Prussia forgot about their general. He's moving up to the fight. Oh my god. They are going to lose. Russia is going to hold. That is insane. Here comes the general. We got a couple units returning to the fight.
Sir,
why do they keep...
our general is under attack.
They keep trying to fight this unit in melee. That's a terrible idea. That is a terrible idea. But finally, they break them. Holy crap. That's insane. So all that's left is an artillery piece, which most likely will be destroyed. And that's going to be the battle, guys. That is insane. That Lifeguard, the Russian Lifeguard, got a ridiculous amount of kills. But good game to all the players, guys. That was a lot of fun. Musketeers getting almost 300 kills. And the Foot Guard for almost 300 as well. Doing a great job. So GG to all the players. It was really close. Much more closer than it should have been. But it was fun. So thank you guys so much for watching. And I'll see you next time on the battlefield.